In this video, I will show you how to make a Valentine's quiet book page with a cute sloth sitting on a branch. Its head can be rotated around the axis and detached. The lower paws are attached with Velcro. I also thought very pleasant to touch sensory fur in the belly area. In his paws he holds the heart, which is a movable element. So grab the patterns and let's get started. We will need stiff felt, scissors, vanishing marker, clips, Velcro tape, fur, magnetic clasp with wallpaper knife and cutting mat, and mooning. Prepare patterns with the title Valentine's Sloth Page Part 1 and cut them out. Place them on right color of felt, outline shapes with vanishing marker, then cut them out along the drawn lines. To cut out small or complex patterns, especially on dark felt, you can use interfacing fabric with glue. In the link at the top of the screen you will find a video in which I describe it step by step. Place branch on the mesh element in this place and sew it along the edge with brown thread. Prepare patterns with the title Valentine's Sloth Page Part 2 and cut out these two patterns. Place this pattern on the left side of fur and cut out its shape. It doesn't have to be very precise. In the next step, cut also the inner shape. Place patterns on right color of felt, outline shapes with vanishing marker, then cut them out along the drawn lines. In this pattern, draw and cut also the inner shape. Place the fur under this element and secure it with clips. Sew both pieces along the inside edge using beige thread. Turn this element over and cut off excess fur along the seam line. Place belly on the beige element in this place. There is 27 mm from the bottom edge and sew along the outer edge with beige thread. Place heart on the red felt and sew along the edge with red thread. The bottom thread is also red. In the next step, cut off excess red felt along the edge of the heart. In the next step, we will make paws. Start with small ones. Please cut out these two patterns. Place them on light brown and beige felt. Outline shapes with a vanishing marker, then cut them out along the drawn lines. Now, we will only need these two elements. The rest will be used to make large paws. In the next step, I will draw lines using a vanishing marker and embroider them with beige molding. You can also use a beige fabric marker or skip this step. Place these elements under the brown ones and secure them with clips. Then place them on light brown felt and sew only brown elements along the edge with beige thread. The bottom thread is also beige. In the next step, cut off excess felt along the edge of the brown elements. Place the little paws on the side of the base page in these places and sew only the outer edges, from here to this place and from here to this place. At the beginning and end of sewing, sew forward and back and repeat 3 times. Cut out the remaining 4 patterns to make big paws. Place them on white and light brown felt. Outline shapes with a vanishing marker, then cut them out along the drawn lines. Prepare a Velcro tape and Velcro pattern and cut out 2 pairs of Velcro with loop and a hoop side. Place Velcro with the loop side at the center of these elements and sew them along the edge with white thread. Turn this element over. Place the brown element on them and sew along the edge with beige thread. The bottom thread is white. In the next step, cut off excess white felt along the edge of the brown elements. Place this element under this one and secure it with clips. Then place them on top of brown elements and sew only white elements along the edge with white thread. The bottom thread is also white. Place large paws in these places. Mark their center points with a vanishing marker Then place Velcro with a hoop side in these places and sew them along the edge with white thread. Prepare patterns with the title Valentine's Sloth Page Part 3 and cut them out. Place them on right color of felt, outline shapes with a vanishing marker, then cut them out along the drawn lines. Arrange the dark brown elements in this way and place black circles in their inner parts. Sew them along the edge with black thread. Place white circles in these places and sew them along the edge with white thread. In the next step, I will embroider twinkles in the eyes using white mulling. I explain how to do it step by step in another video. The link is at the top of the screen. If you don't like embroidery, you can also use a white fabric marker. In the next step, place this element about 4 mm from the bottom edge and sew along the edge with white thread. Place the dark brown elements with eyes on the white elements so that their outer edges touch it, and sew them with brown thread. Place the nose in this place and the cheeks on the sides. Sew them along the edges with black and pink thread. Now, using a vanishing marker, I will draw a smile and embroider it with brown mulling. If you prefer, you can also use a brown fabric marker. Just like in the case of the little paws, I will draw lines on the head and embroider them with beige mulline. In the next step, prepare first pair of the magnetic clasp. We will need a plate and the second part with a flat surface. Also take wallpaper knife and a cutting mat. In the center of this element, draw a dot using a vanishing marker. Place the plate here so that its hole lines up with the dot you drew earlier. Then with a disappearing marker, draw 2 lines along the side holes. In the next step, make cuts with a knife along these lines. Now take a magnetic clasp with a flat surface and insert its arms into the holes. Then place the plate on it and bend the arms outward. Turn this element over and place a head on it. Then sew it along the edge with beige thread. The bottom thread is also beige. Now cut off excess felt along the edge of the head. Prepare patterns with the title Valentine's Sloth Page Part 4 and cut them out. Place them on the right color of felt Outline shapes with a vanishing marker, then cut them out along the drawn lines. Place the beige element in the middle of the pink one and sew along the edge with white thread. Place the hearts in these places and sew them along the edge with red thread. Place the leaves in these places, draw a line in their center part, and sew them along this line with green thread. In the next step, place the head here and mark with a disappearing marker the place where the magnetic clasp touches the felt. Prepare a second pair of magnetic clasps with a plate and a part with a convex surface. Attach them to the base page in the same way as last time. Place the base page on pink felt and sew along the edge with pink thread. The bottom thread is also pink. Finally, cut off excess pink felt along the edge of the base page. The Valentine's Sloth is ready. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a nice time. See you in the next video. Bye bye!
Po co ma? Co zrobiłam? Bo nastawiłam i przycepiam.
Brawo! Ale zobacz, jakie ma futerko na mnie.
Jakie mięciutkie.
I włóż mu serduszko między łapki.